as this is the semifinal number 1 in the Thunder and Fire Cup. You said it, 8 days, and we're down to the best players. And these are certainly the best players that we have or had in this tournament. 1-0 yesterday, disappointing. Loliot not on top of his game. WFZ crushed by Moon. And Hurricane Bow was the underdog in the top 8. Anyway, Foggy let him no chance. First map is Northern Isles. We are in the game of Foggy versus TH000. And this game, we've seen it, Remo, at WGL. Where Foggy caused quite an upset in the group stages already, defeating TH and started the downward spiral of TH in that tournament. The 2-time champion was eliminated in the group stage, and with that was due to Foggy and of course Lin, who defeated him as well.
Wait a minute. Didn't we not see this game? Was it not off our stream?
Yeah, but you know, we kind of saw
Dude, you totally caught me off guard here. I was like, we saw this game? Did we? No, it was on one of the other streams. I was like a little dumbfounded right there.
Yeah, I mean,
but
we
yeah, you're right.
as the
There
scene.
you did win.
Yeah.
I mean, not sure, because the viewers, I'm pretty sure, were watching only our stream. I mean, they had 2 streams open, but let's be honest, they were focused entirely on ours. Just kidding, of course. That was really cool at WGL. We had multiple streams covering all of the group stage games. Which was necessary, was getting a little confusing there towards the end. But yeah, Foggy did win. Can he replicate this success now again?
It would be one of his biggest successes in Chinese tournaments. Of course, he's been in the grand final of World Championships twice. Once against TH, where it was a 4-3 in a best of 7, as close as it got back in the day. TH starting in the upper right in the new blue with an Archmage first, and of course Foggy deciding to go for the Keeper and the Engine of War creep here at the Ogre Magi and the Tuskars, hoping for the big consumable, for the big potion of mana that we've seen so many times across this tournament.
So I wonder how similar or unsimilar this is going to be to Infi's game yesterday. Infi decided to fast expand here, and that worked out pretty well. Fast expansion into a heavy rifle push, rifle pressure on tier 2. Never really letting up with the aggression, trying not to give the Nile the time to get to high level heroes and to those scary like 6 MG numbers. As Foggy showed at WGL, he's a big fan of the Mountain Giants. He's coming in for a bit of harass here at the creeping of the gold mine for the human, and he actually found the greater mana already.
That's a nice start, man, for more Treants and of course a little bit of Entangle once he gets a few kills. But TH on a good way with this creeping as well. The boulder was tossed. Here is level 2, and that could be very dangerous for TH. Here's the first Entangle, killing this one. Nice long range hit, but it's not enough to kill this peasant. So TH creeping this and getting away with a black eye. One peasant certainly okay for this creep.
Oh man, what a horrible start here for TH. Not even level 2 yet. Foggy getting the perfect opening into this game. And I didn't quite see it. I didn't have my camera there. But the rock golem did throw his boulders?
Yes.
Oh, and this is how different this can look then suddenly. So I imagine Foggy messed with TH, trying to mess with the AI. Good play here by Foggy. As I said, very good opening. The only little issue, he ran into the creep camp once again. We saw this twice already yesterday. So he's pretty low HP, so maybe cannot pressure too much now anymore.
And this gives TH some time to finally get to his level 2. Ring of Regeneration, nice against Entangle, of course. How fast is Foggy's tech? It's starting now. And at the moment, I think TH's army is well equipped to deal with the Treants, to deal with the Keeper. But what if the Alchemist joins this party as well? It's a fast expansion by TH, who is supply stuck as well. Can't go for more footies as he doesn't have the resources for it. And Foggy coming in with the archers has to be careful. It's nighttime, so he doesn't run into the creep spot. But yeah, pressure intensifies and more kills will be made.
Pretty sure he's gonna pop the greater mana here as well. If he, oh my god, he's just going for the kill of the town hall. Is this enough damage? The archer's in shadow melt, but only for so long. They're starting to fire again. If this town hall falls, this is unbelievably expensive. And I think Foggy's gonna get it. It's getting close. He gets it.
Oh my god. And 3 workers super duper hurt. This could be the 1-0 right away. He's not losing this archer. Seems like he's on point here with this across. Stutter stepping a bit, but he will get the revenge kill with the Treants most likely. Nice block by TH, though, keeping the Keeper away with his range attacks from the peasant, but only for so long. He's quite fast. He gets the first kill. He gets the... why is he not attacking?
He can summon more Treants as well if he wants
the second kill, and that's the third kill right there. He gets it. Wow.
Oh my god. This is so expensive. And he bought the Telestaff earlier, which now gives him so much more uptime on his Keeper. He was across the entire map and was out of mana, but with the Telestaff he gets back and Moonwells. This is the strength of the Night Elf. You get back, you're not in fighting shape, but you can make use of those Moonwells, and suddenly he is so scary once again. This Expo, so late. And just imagine what will happen once the Alchemist joins the fray.
Absolutely. We have so many targets for the Acid Bomb. 1, 2, 3, 6 Footmen here. And of course, the Militia will die quite fast as well. Foggy, it is a typical mistake of his to forget about the Huntress Hall, but not this time. He pulls all the right strings. Going for the double engine of war. This could be a glaive push to end this game.
Yeah, it's absolutely looking like it. And with the Alchemist coming in, the pressure... along with the glaives will be so high, so I don't mind him trying to go for this aggressive strategy. It is sort of an all-in though, maybe. He is not going for the counter expansion. This is what we saw yesterday by Law Lyot, and oftentimes seemed to work pretty well. But man, this is just so much damage towards the economy. He's got one more entangle, that would be another kill. But he's holding on to the mana for now.
He is far away from his level 3, so yes, a lot of damage was done. A lot of peasants were killed, but he doesn't have level 2 Treants nor Entangle, but now the Alchemist is here. TH's expansion is still not up, and yeah, tier 2 is done, as you see on the second hero, and the first glaive is coming as well.
So usually the answer you want to have against this is rifles and maybe casters, but mostly rifles. But he's not going for it yet. Here comes the Alchemist with the first acid bomb towards the peasants. It's probably only going to result in 1 kill, maybe 2. So here, not too much was done. Okay, 2 peasants die. It's going to be even more expensive now. Of course, TH couldn't even dream of a tech so far. Now he's pretty close with the resources, but can he afford to tech? What does he have to do now? Does he have to make towers? Does he have to go for rifles? Blacksmith? What is the play? And this is the difficulty for human oftentimes. There's so many things you can do, and there is a perfect answer somewhere. But what is that perfect answer?
TH is losing so much time here, expecting the counter expansion, but there is nothing to attack. And once again, the acid bomb into the workers. He's portaling home now with everything to defend this. So town portal gone. Nice dual attacks here, going in with the Alchemist first, forcing the town portal, then the Keeper joins the fray, another acid bomb, and more kills in this economy. This expansion doesn't pay off at all. The tower is only in production now, will come up most likely, but on what cost again?
And again, the acid bomb. That's gonna be at least 2 more peasant kills. Dude, this is like Take versus Podox. The number of these peasants dying off. This is really... I wanted to say starting to get critical, but I think we're there already. And here we go. The decision from TH is to actually tech.
Oh, surrounding the Keeper. Steph is on cooldown. That's the town portal and a little time to breathe for TH finally. Gets an archer kill here as well, but his archmage is so naked. Only a ring of protection. And look at Foggy. He has Vorpal Blades in the works. He has the 4 glaive throwers ready and the first attack upgrade. This... what we've seen before was not the big push that decides to win the game. This was just, to get a little advantage in the early. The big push is yet to come, but speaking of a push, here comes TH with a lot of footmen, and I was questioning myself, like, is Foggy focusing too hard on the economy? Because we all know what TH is capable of doing with a lot of footmen.
Yeah, it looked a little bit scary there with the masses of footies running into the base. There may have even been an opening to go for the glaives because Vorpal Blades was not done yet. But Foggy was even ready for that with the Zeppelin. He could have loaded up. He could have saved all of them. And this is the super scary timing push now. We have the glaives, we have the upgrades, we have the Zeppelin, and the pretty strong heroes. Keeper is not level 3 yet, but kills should be coming in pretty soon towards him. But if he doesn't do critical damage here, there's no recovery in the main. We have no moon juice anymore. He made great use of it before, but basically this army has no sustain.
There's also no scroll, no invul, nothing. The blacksmith is ready, so he can go into rifles. Level 2 water elemental deal a lot of damage, but the wisps are there, not detonating against the archmage at the moment, only repairing. Acid bomb again into the massive footmen who are split to attack from 2 angles, but they will fall soon. The kiting game by Foggy is nice. He's killing more and more of these tier 1 melee units. And okay, he's losing 1 glaive, or actually he is, and Panda is coming in for some area of effect damage. But man, this looks like a slaughter against the human army thus far. Militia duration, how to get over.
First glaive fell, and the second one is super low. Has to be careful here about the Panda. More wisps are gonna die, and actually TH is holding on really well now against these glaives.
Oh, there's no acid bomb anymore. Maybe I misjudged this a little. Close to level 4 on the Archmage, who has a heal scroll. Oh, the value! He's level 2 on the Panda all of a sudden. That was 200 HP in just 1 fight. The Keeper is level 3 as well, getting attacked by this little poison. That hurts him. Archmage has an invul, so he's not that endangered here. Entangle is coming in though. No acid bomb. Immediately breaks this entangle with the invul potion. And Foggy, was it too much, man? He is 20 supply down all of a sudden.
Yeah, this army had a lot of punch, but just no staying power. Once you get on top of the glaives, they're gonna die immediately. And now Foggy perhaps regretting his choice to go all in with this strategy. He dealt so much damage to the economy. He could have instead just decided to counter-expand, but he didn't. And now...
And this is exactly what you said yesterday, what Foggy is oftentimes doing. Like, if you have an advantage, use it and try to end the game, while Neutron was trying to educate him on it. Like, no, just take your advantage and expand from there and take it to the late game. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Foggy calls for the GG. What a hold by TH! And he's still undefeated in this tournament. I completely misjudged this fight because I thought, okay, he's in that choke. The footman can't storm all the way through all of them. So with the Vorpal Blades, the footmen will all pile up and you do a ton of damage against them. But no, lack of acid bomb, I guess, like the positioning not ideal. And that's how it's happening, man.
Exactly, the lack of acid bomb was a big deal. But one of the few weaknesses that Foggy has, in my opinion, is his kiting game with ranged units. It's not only glaives, it's also with dryads. I see it oftentimes. Oftentimes, though, online games, and there, of course, ping is a big issue. But the best kiting micro players in the world, they will only drag back the one ranged unit that's getting attacked. If you go back into this VOD or replay, you'll see that one of his glaives is getting attacked, and he's moving all 4 back. He's losing a lot of damage output.
True.
I don't know how much that decided that push, but it definitely wasn't done perfectly. If it's done perfectly, maybe that's successful. But honestly, that glaive control was not the best.
That's a very good point, because on paper he should have won that fight, and he was on a good way to win that fight. But yeah, then exactly what you mentioned kicked in, and the footmen were just alive, could go to the glaives. And then he won that fight.
He also only had 1 attack upgrade, I think. That may have made a bit of a difference. But I think mostly it was the control right there. Foggy's always brilliant with his strategies, with his openings. He's really good at counteracting and hard countering his opponent. But in the control department, there are sometimes a few stronger players than him.
True that. He had a good Archer micro before, saved quite a few with like 10 HP or something, but with the glaives, maybe, just seeing the kills and not saving lives. We have a few new subs here coming in. Thank you, Inari Jervy and Blue Steel Hot Boy. Thank you for your subs, boys. Of course, you get the replays if you connect your Twitch account to your Discord account and join our beautiful server at discord.backtowarcraft.com. Map number 2, Foggy's Choice, Last Refuge.
Yeah. And of course, we're criticizing Foggy a lot, but he didn't play badly at all. That was absolutely beautiful damage he was able to do in the early game. But think back on how delayed TH was in that game. Couldn't have Foggy easily gone for the Expo and MGs and should have had time for that?
The question is, with this many footmen, it were like 8 or 9 footmen, can you get the Expo up still without Huntress? I don't know. The Archmage was already walking down, expecting this expansion, and I think he could have killed it there if there would have been an expansion. So it's pretty hard to judge.
If he times it in such a way that, let's say, he makes the Expo after he goes for the Alchemist. The pressure was up there in the north for so long, I don't think TH would have had the time to go down south. Tree only takes 2 minutes, it is, to finish. I think he should have had the time. But yeah, TH and his footmen are definitely very dangerous. You're right about that.
And yeah, I said it in the cast array, like, should you focus so much on the economy and not on the footmen if you're up against TH and Infi? Not sure if that was the right call, but of course he can learn from those games and he can make it better here on Last Refuge. Foggy, 1 map down. The first map that he lost in this entire tournament was Northern Isles, and TH is still undefeated, not dropping a single map, which is absolutely crazy. Spawning in the bottom left again with Human, of course. You're not allowed to switch races during a series. During the tournament, yeah, but not during the series. And Mountain King or Archmage is the question. 95% that it's an Archmage here, but you never know. But okay, there we go. And a Keeper on Foggy's side.
It is indeed. Would love to go Mountain King here, possibly if you can creep the Merc Camp. Creeping Merc Camp without water elementals even here is like so hard. And if you get harassed, the game is going to be over immediately. So I'm going to go with the more reliable AM. Question is this going to be expansion or not? Yeah. We've been seeing more and more expansion over the last couple of days from TH and Infi. When the Keeper and the Alchemist started dominating the meta, it seemed like expanding for Human early just isn't doable anymore. But once again, TH and Infi are proving us otherwise. It is still doable, even against the best. But of course, that depends on the map. We saw on Northern Isles now twice that it does work, can work. On LR, a fast expansion, I haven't seen one here in quite a while.
Me neither, really. It's rather the fast mercenary camp creep for the Shadow Priest, which takes a lot of time already. But TH is moving over immediately. I feel also on Northern Isles that the way Hawk plays has a big influence on Infi and TH.
I was thinking the same. This is the Hawk opening. Harass on level 1. Keep him on treants only, but Foggy is adjusting. There's no treants here. He's got Entangle, pretty sure. Oh, he's holding the skill point. He's waiting if the human's here. Yes, he is.
He has treants.
Oh, but he didn't use them? That's weird.
Our overlay doesn't lie, so I guess it's treants and he didn't use them, yeah.
But if he has treants, why didn't he pop them? Maybe he doesn't want to give the experience away to the AM?
That was a big deal on Northern Isles as well, like... These 20 XP, they pile up quite quickly, and that was the level 3 Archmage on that map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and especially the Keeper's progress there seemed a little underwhelming, being stuck on level 2 forever. Peasant kills, of course, expensive for the economy, but not much experience.
Okay, Treant summoned now, with some right clicks against the Archmage. Moonwell's coming up. The archers are under quite a bit of pressure here with the normal damage. He can't block them in because the Keeper is not tanky enough to hold on against 3 footmen and the water elemental. And this Moonwell will fall. Like, Foggy under so much pressure right away, but this time he gets the footman.
Alright, so now 1 step away from level 2. But again here, like, wouldn't Entangle be better?
I think so too.
What are these treants doing? They're chasing after the AM and not able to connect. With Entangle, he could have had 2 kills by now. That would have been his level 2. I think you really should at least hold the skill point here early on against the best humans. And if he's there, you go for Entangle. And if he's not, you go for treants.
Yeah. Now he's stuck on level 2. Won't have that much time, I guess. It's the circlet and the staff. Well, the circlet he found, but the staff. And that's a signature Foggy item that he's been playing for like 4 years or so. So good with it. But the Archmage has a staff to be able to run away from the treants, from the Keeper, to save his HP. And I really like that play by TH thus far. I mean, he has to creep at some point to get level 2. That hurts him a lot. So only 1 water elemental soon. Once the tier 2 hits. But in general, he's keeping the Keeper so low as well. And I think that's a bigger issue.
A player's forces are under attack.
The nice thing gonna be on tier 2 for TH is that he can power creep really hard with Militia. Especially on LR, this is very easily and effectively doable. The lab, the shop, and the Merc Camp, all 3 can be taken with Militia effectively on tier 2. And not too hard either. Oh, now these footies creeping the Poison Camp, they're all gonna be pretty hurt, but Foggy doesn't quite realize.
Oh, it's nighttime.
Oh, man.
That's... oh, now he sees it. Oh my god. TH a little bit... sleepy here.
He denied it with the water elemental though. That
Yep.
keeps the keeper on level 1. That
Yep.
was so important actually.
Also, the water elemental not giving the last hit to the keeper once again prevents level 2. And the Archmage has the Brilliance Aura now.
Yeah. But in comes the Alchemist, which is gonna say that you certainly can't trade anymore. He's just walking around here trying to minimize the losses here, trying to reduce the experience gathering of his opponent as much as he can. As tier 2 finishes for TH as well. What's his second hero choice? Oh, he's supply blocked! No, wait, he has it already.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
has the Alchemist already. Ooh, that was a little scary moment here for all the human fans. 2 footmen super hurt. Alchemist, of course, doesn't have Chemical Rage, but one more Acid Bomb, and that should be able to tick both of them down. TH not splitting these footmen to avoid the double Acid Bomb, so a little mistake made there, but maybe he was focusing on the archers here, as there's an Acid Bomb against the tier 1 units of Foggy as well. Good block
God.
now from the Ukrainian, though.
These denies against this keeper are saving him the early game. AM though dropping really low, coming in with the acid bomb, a few more right clicks, and this will be a TP forced. Summons another water elemental, wants to get as many of these archers as he can, and still denying all of these experience points from the keeper. This is some insane early gameplay from TH.
Yeah, this is like next level. The sheep is even helping Foggy a little with the block. The question is, does he have a shop? And the answer is no. He can't heal up the Archmage now. He has no priest as well. Priests are coming, of course, but he's in with a Dispel. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. Can he reach for another Acid Bomb? He has the mana, but
He has
seems
to
out
stand
of
in the
range.
back so the Alchemist can't throw the acid. Oh man. TH is under so much pressure this game, but he is just not faltering. First mistake there, giving up the footman. Wasn't looking apparently, and that is finally the level 2 for the keeper. But normally this hero excels at racing to level 3. But once again, TH doing such a good job slowing him down.
Yeah, it's what we saw at WGL from Infi's side, denying the experience over and over and over again. It's so hard to do. Here comes Entangle, big last hit. No way he got the last hit!
Oh my god.
Sick timing by TH. The item went to Foggy, okay, but experience is way more important than a Wand of Mana stealing right now.
And usually, if this game goes the way that Nanadev wants, he has utter map control and completely dominates the game until there's at least 40 supply human, maybe 45, until he has Dispel as well. He does have that now, by the way, but this is a way more confident human than he's usually allowed to be because of the slowed down keeper.
We have the big mana potion now. That might save Foggy, but his levels are really looking mediocre. Usually the Night Elf owns the middle of the map here on Last Refuge, gets both of those creep spots, but here he gets half. Dryads are coming in though.
And Dryads are going to be really strong right now. They're going to fall off later, but at the moment they are putting in work. And I wonder, is this the right call now by TH to be so aggressive? Here with Militia coming in, he's trying to find as many kills as he can. The Dryad here seems to be falling. Oh no, Scroll of Healing keeps it alive. Well done. Foggy's aiming for these rifles, trying to not allow him to get to the critical mass. It's the second rifleman falling. The Dryad just barely gets away. TH, after this beautiful early game, overextends a little bit and gives up some of his lead.
True that, but this is excellent Warcraft by both of the players, man. Those saves, those last hits, this is really top-notch. Of course, Foggy is in China, not playing from the Ukraine, and guess what? He sees him. There's a Wand of the Wind. This can help. Foggy bites the Zeppelin, so TH can't evacuate with that. Wand of the Wind being used on the Keeper, so there's no Entangle, but now there is Dispel and Treants coming in. Mass Detonate against that, or at least Dispel against that. So how many losses will TH suffer? Oh! Almost crashing and burning here.
Zeppelin one hit away from falling. That was an expensive purchase. Foggy is finding some kills. I think he only lost a single Dryad so far. This game has been amazing trading for him up until this point, and now he's taking out a lot of Militia. And of course, they're not rifles, but once they're gone, you're not going to reproduce them. You can't call them anymore.
Ouch.
TH is becoming more and more hurt in this game and looking against the ropes right now.
Yeah, he dropped easily 10-13 supply as he was greedy with this creep spot. He used also 2 charges of the Wand of the Wind, so he can't use that anymore if, like, the Keeper wants to staff out or something. Foggy now with a Town Portal, Staff and Circlet running in again. He has a 13 supply lead, taking out more and more of these units. Heal spray is coming in to save a little, but will be countered by the acid bomb, I guess. 2 units about to fall. Oh no, it's chemical rage and even more damage. The priests are falling. It's so important to take out those supporting units in the backline.
A lot of Dryads, though, have fallen now as well, and the Dispels are coming in against the Entangle. We only have one more Entangle to use, as one rifle will be saved towards the left. Actually, no, Foggy pays attention. Is going to take it out as well. This is getting so dirty, so bloody. Everybody is losing so much. Hard to tell who's going to come out on top. TH dropping down to 26 supply only. Foggy at 36, but at the moment, he doesn't have much here himself.
Yeah, but the reinforcements, of course, coming in faster for TH, who also has a workshop now for mortar teams, but will he be able to use them? Another archer dies. What a slobber knocker again. As you said, a bloodbath. They have to start from scratch now, basically.
Yeah, but I think this always favors the Night Elf. The more scrappy it is, the better. The scary point is when the human gets to 50, 60 supply with 2-0 upgrades on the rifles and lots of mana on the priests and lots of rifles for, you know, focus fire. Whereas the Night Elf heroes can really thrive in those super scrappy kinds of games. And of course, if there's so much trading, you need to do a lot of regeneration and sustain later and lick your wounds after the fight. And for that, Moonwells are absolutely amazing.
On the other side, we have priests and we have the Brilliance Aura, so it's not like TH is not healing at all. Flute of Accuracy. Nice for the water elementals, nice for the riflemen. It's a free upgrade for them. Foggy, is he too greedy once again? Loads up another Zeppelin. 2 Dryads are severely hurt. Moon Juice is empty. Berserker being ensnared. That could be a good target. Wisp is scouting the main. Zeppelin is dropping on top of TH.
And he's got so much mana to use. If he can get rid of these priests, the spells should win him this engagement. But there's decent damage now on the rifles at least. First couple of kills going both ways. Once again, both players taking severe damage. Level 4 for the AM. Much more mana now from his side. Only 3 Dryads are left. And the heal spray coming in big time from TH, keeping his units alive here. Foggy looking for these kills.
Not the priests, they're all dead. No dispel against the Treants anymore. There's one more set of them. Also the Berserker falls. The damage for TH is going down the drain. He only has the heroes basically, as the Acid Bomb is finding more kills together with the Entangle. All 3 rifles are about to fall.
He's so close to the breaking point. He almost held on here against Foggy, but now all of the rifles exactly are starting to disappear. The Alchemist was out of mana, couldn't heal spray anymore, and suddenly everything is falling. He's going down to 24 supply as Foggy's chasing forward. His level 4 Alchemist now puts in so much damage. Foggy looking for the heroes. He can't get those, but he takes out another rifle. And TH will not be allowed to get to the scary 50 supply army.
Not at all, man. He shuts him down way before level 4 Alchemist. GG! TH is losing his first game in this tournament as well, and we have our series down to a best of 3. This is what we were hoping for, not another 3-0 that we saw 3 times in the quarterfinals. These 4 players are toe-to-toe here today.
Dude, what a cool game. So different from the first one as well. On one base, super tense, extremely high pressure from both sides. TH almost held on there for so well, but one misstep, that one overextension at the enemy shop, that seemed to almost break his neck. He almost held on very well there, but not quite good enough. The more maps we see here, the better, of course, for all of us. So I'm glad Foggy gets to draw even here and bring us to map number 3, which will be Echo Isles.
Indeed. Will we see some deviation in heroes now? Will it be the Mountain King? Will it be a Warden that Foggy played so marvelously in the past? Also against TH? That's the question here. But it should be Keeper, especially with the new Infi creep route at the marketplace. That's so genius. But alright. Seems like red is missing, like the color red is missing, so we might have to wait a little. Ah, Foggy can't choose it. There we go.
There we go.
Colors are adjusted. Who's gonna take the lead? Will it be TH again? Or does Foggy take it from here? 1 best of 5 and $4,400 guaranteed. Otherwise, you go down to the game for third, where you can get a maximum of $1,500. Both players are ready. Will the momentum swing in Foggy's direction? Or is it TH time, as this is his map choice?
And exactly, what's the strategy going to be? Echo Isles, one of the most versatile maps in terms of first hero viability, as level 3 here is pretty reliable. And with that opening up, strategies become more diverse. We saw Infi yesterday trying his hand at MK. That didn't work out too well though, to be honest. What do you think TH will have up his sleeve? We have seen in the past even Naga and Tinker plays, but in the days of the Keeper, that is probably not the best idea.
Yeah, I agree. These tower rushes are not meta anymore against Treants and against Entangle. Just too dangerous to go for it. Foggy in the upper left, once again, as a Night Elf, and TH in the upper right, with the altar towards the Expo and Mercenary camp. So most likely not going for the green spot at top and go for harassment as he did on last Refuge, which was pretty successful until that one overextension that you mentioned. So I don't think an expansion is unlikely, and it's harder to punish, I guess, than it is on Northern Isles because the base to expansion distance is so big.
Northern Isles though as well, but yeah, you're gonna have Merc Camp access here, most likely, something that is not available on Northern Isles at all, with mercenary camps being entirely missing. And the Shadow Priest really has been the MVP of the early game for all races against the Keeper before other forms of the spell are available. So I would assume that pretty early, perhaps even as the first camp, TH is gonna take that mercenary, and it is the MK second, same as Infi yesterday, which again he was not successful with. So how is TH gonna play this differently now?
Yeah, he is up against the Demon Hunter Foggy, maybe not expecting this MK or confident to play against it with the Keeper even. Could choose a Demon Hunter as well against the Mountain King, and then you burn him dry and there's nothing really the Dwarf can do. But no, he stays true to the Keeper. Yeah, how do you have to play this with the Mountain King?
Yeah, good question. Yesterday we saw it Infi trying to go for a tier 2 timing with the AM second and rifles, which Lolite was just too ready for, and the MGs kind of shut it down. But I think that's the only viable strategy really nowadays with MK. The other one is tier 3 triple hero, but on Echo Isles you're just gonna have such weak follow-ups to your first hero. So it may have to be a repeat of that strat from yesterday, or I don't know, I don't see any other play really being very effective.
Me neither, to be honest, but we'll see. TH is a genius. He was most likely playing with Infi a lot to practice these strategies, and Infi wouldn't choose them if it's impossible to play it. Claws +9, nice for the early, and especially for harass against peasants to have more right-click damage, as this is a 30% damage boost for the Keeper right away.
Yeah, both here blessed with these good items. But on ranged heroes, always a little better, as they have higher damage uptime. Alright, so where's the expansion gonna pop? Is it gonna be expansion play? Foggy, so far, being very aggressive in this series. Both games playing kind of all-in strats. No two-base plays. So unusual to see from him. In the past, he always was an expansion player, much like Moon. But he's been fond more and more of these aggressive plays.
Yeah, Foggy, I really like that he's switching things up for important games. Like in normal games that are not for this amount of money, he plays basically, or tries to play like Moon, and not too much deviation from there. It's like expansion, 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 the normal meta. But once it becomes important, and once he has time to prepare for his opponent, then he completely changes his game.
Foggy with a massive creep mistake. He denied one of the troll trappers that's gonna keep him now on level 2. A mistake that keeps happening to him after all these years. And that really messes with his early game.
Yeah, it's not level 3, as you said. This is the experience missing. And he can't harass the expansion as much as he would love to. Of course, there's a Shadow Priest, so Entangle isn't that effective. And the Mountain King is, of course, level 3, so have fun with the Bolt. He did not decide to go for a second spell yet. Could still be Clap as well.
Pretty sure it's gonna be Clap, considering that this may very well go into Mountain Giant's Clap, one of the few ways that is really a viable good strategy against these MGs from the human side before tier 3. So,
TH
both
is
expansions...
sending the peasants away.
Yeah, he decides to cancel the expansion of his opponent, but for that he has to also abandon his own because he knows the Keeper's there to harass. So deciding to delay both of the expansions. Interesting call. He could have kept his expansion safe, TH could have, but it would have come at the cost of also his opponents coming up.
A player's forces are
He decides that it's best for both to stay on tier 1 for just a little bit longer.
Don't know if I like that choice. Foggy is attacking and going into Huntress, and Huntress dominate this, especially if you take out the Berserker. With the Owl, of course, now a lot of vision here, detonating a little against the Shadow Priest and the Mountain King. No double Engine of War, though, so Huntress won't arrive that early.
The Keeper once again with the staff here. Oh, this was such beautiful scouting. The Shadow Priest and the Archer, who usually could die easily to the MK, are scouting for the expansion. And now the Keeper, having the timing down, comes in, once again delays this. And when you're stuck on one base versus one base, it can be fine, but not if you're far behind in tech. And that is absolutely the case right now for the human. Almost half a tech behind already.
He gets a Huntress for this, though. 3 peasants for 1 hunt and more mercenaries on TH's side. Shadow Melt on this Archer. There is Dust, though, and he gets the Shadow Priest as well. Foggy a little sloppy here with his Merc. But yeah, you said it. TH not starting his tech. He's half a tech down, and the expansion for Foggy is not that much later.
So now again, question for TH. It's pretty obvious that Foggy once again is going for the expansion with him having the space. He could cancel this now, TH could, but then again, it would be risky. You might be losing your own expansion. And now, with him being so late in tech, I think it's a good choice to allow the expansion for the Night Elf, as he has to get his second base up. But that all means that his tech just is so far behind, so he's going to be behind in tech and not really ahead on economy. So it's looking not too rosy here for TH so far, I would say.
Foggy without a town portal here, by the way. Staff and boots it is. Huntress scout this. The Owl, of course, as well. He can pop out of the shadows, but he decides to go for the Expo once again, delaying this town hall further. Dispel against the Treants, getting rid of them immediately with the 4 Mercs. But it's good poison damage that these Murlocs do to him. Can't deny level 4 here, though.
It's almost daytime, by the way, so these shadow melded units will soon become visible again, but also tier 2 finishes. Now the Alchemist comes in and he is gonna change the state of things.
Again, we've seen it on Northern Isles, we've seen it on Last Refuge. This duo is so sick. Hunters are coming in as well. This expansion is not finished yet, only now. How many losses? Whoa, that clap was sweet, but here comes the acid bomb only in the backline. No follow-up damage on that. Foggy is losing the second Huntress of this game. The piercing damage is still up. Or TH is becoming greedy. Wanted to get both of them. Maybe can't get... Oh, there we go. Another clap.
Foggy's got the Mud Golem, though. Can use the slow now. What's he gonna go for? The MK? That's unlikely to result in a kill. Berserker here would be a big one, but there's the spell still. These 2 Shadow Priests still alive. 3 Shadow Priests now by TH. So valuable that he kept them throughout all of this.
Stormbolt on the Keeper, burning his mana entirely. And there is... Okay, no mana anymore, only a Clarity. But nice hold by TH. Yeah. Against the tier 1.5 units, against the tier 2 hero.
A player's forces are under
that was pretty sick. Of course, a big investment into Mercs, but that's necessary, I guess. Heal Scroll on the Alchemist now, steals it from TH, but there should be... Okay, there's still the Invul Potion. Mercs for Foggy now as well. 33 supply for the Night Elf, 38 for the human. And once again, it's double lore, so Dryad's coming.
Yeah, Foggy made great use of this staff once again, but same as in Northern Isles, this means it was a lot of moon juice consumed, so it just hit daytime basically, and he's already out of moon juice. This is scary for Foggy. All damage he takes now is really hard to recover, and this Merc army right now from TH is no joke.
Absolutely. Lots of piercing damage, and he only has unarmored unit. Doesn't matter if he goes for Huntress or Dryads. Like, everything will do additional damage to Foggy. Engine of War uprooted, needs to eat a tree, stalling some time for the first Dryads to arrive, but I guess they're not in time. Oh, starting production only now, and the Engine of War falls for it.
Yeah, but the Ancient of War can afford to fall. He's just, as you said, here to buy time. More mercs coming in for Foggy. The next clap is going to be big once again. He's getting ready to pop it against all the units. Actually, he's going for the Stormbolt, aiming for the Alchemist. He's almost dead. He's got one more acid bomb. He's going to pop that at least before he dies. And now he can go into the grave if he wants to. Foggy holds on here with the help of the mercs. But it is a little bit expensive.
And that is so close to level 5 Mountain King. These level 3 claps will be insane. Rushing this Mountain King seems to be a solution for quite some time in several matchups now for humans. And there's gonna be a big damage with the clap bolt combo as long as he has the mana.
Scroll of Healing here purchased. Once again, shop control coming in big time. And the MK decides to TP out of this to keep the Mauler and a few other units alive. Interesting choice. Is he aiming for the same kind of all-in push with rifles as Infi did yesterday? It's looking very similar so far. AM second, rifles on their way. And perhaps he's going to be rolling across the map with 65 to 70 supply, just like Infi did yesterday. Yesterday, Lolite was ready with the Mountain Giants. Foggy is so far away from tier 3. Yeah. He might not be ready today.
But what does the Archmage really do? Water Elementals will be dispelled, they're only level 1. Blizzard doesn't affect the Dryads. It's basically a walking mana fountain with some right clicks.
Yes. But as long as the numbers grow high enough, the rifles will destroy the Dryads. And the one thing that could pose issues is going to be the Mountain Giants. And for that, I suppose, the MK is going to be there with what should be then level 3 clap soon.
Tier 3 tech by Foggy now. But it seems to be a little late. 50 supply army is up. TH rebought the town portal. A big investment, but might be worth it in the end. Workshop is coming for the mortar teams. Dispel upgrade against the Treants. So, Foggy, you need to do some damage now. You need to distract. You need to stall time.
Yeah. Good attack here by Foggy. This is exactly what this is. This is a distraction attack. And also wisely doing it, realizing the TP is gone. So TH has to go for a new TP. That's more resources. That's going to bring him back to the main. And buy him more time. And now a TP is gone again. He can do the same thing maybe in the south as long as there's not too many towers.
True. Foggy kills 2 workers at least. Yes, that was a good one as well. Splits the keeper from the shop. We'll see, okay, there's an invul. Never bad to have an invul against the keeper of the grove. Against the Mountain King, I'm sorry. And a town portal as well. He could kill the workshop. Ah, no, not without Treants.
Yeah, but again, he's going to force a response in the south here. The keeper is coming in, and there we go. Smart tactical play. Looking a little Moon-esque here with these Dryad run-bys, and it is very, very effective. Again, it's all about the Mountain Giants. And this Expo mat is super greedy, it almost looks like. Only the single Arcane here. Only the MK is coming in for defense. Well, I guess the rest of the army is following. But it's a little bit slower. Was that a Stormbolt level 3, by the way?
Nope, it's clap 3. But it's a powerful level 2 Stormbolt. He just gets the Alchemist again. That was a lack of staff here for sure. This can't happen.
Should have given over the staff immediately, and after the first Stormbolt, staff out right away. A bit of a misplay, but I think it's acceptable. It's still buying time. It's still only, in quotes, a level 2 hero, and the first 2 MGs are on their way.
Upgrades as well. 1-1 soon. Oh, 1-2 soon. I don't know, man. I feel he absolutely needs a high-level Alchemist late game because the Keeper won't do too much. And you need the high-level Acid Bomb against the backline. And this is a pretty scary push by TH already. 60 supply, 5 and 2.5 heroes, a heal scroll, and mortar teams to knock this down. Foggy is in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. This is hitting a little sooner than he would have liked. Mass Wisps are here for the repair. I love that. So important to have those in position. First 2 MGs have come out, but they don't have the upgrades yet, I don't think. Hardened Skin is coming in. This is the most important one, but he has to wait a little bit longer.
It takes forever. Loses 1 Moonwell. He's not supply stuck with that. Where's the Dispel? Oh, he's taunting here. Dispel coming in now. Clap against the Mountain Giants to make them a little slower. Can he hold with only 2? Usually you need 4. Archmage is getting closer to level 3. He has Blizzard, by the way.
Another Moonwell to fall. If he loses 1 or 2 more, this is going to get really critical. It's all about this upgrade. The upgrade finishes right Now! And now it might be go time.
Attack.
Alrighty. Not taking any damage from those riflemen anymore are the Mountain Giants, but they are far in the backline. Foggy's not dancing with the Dryads. He'll scroll now against it to keep the damage up a little more. Taunts coming in. TH is kiting back a little. This acid bomb was nice. Good to have the Alchemist back for Foggy's side. Mauler is falling. That's a big damage decrease against the Mountain Giants. One of them is already at half HP though. Third one is coming in and he's forcing the town portal with a focus on the Mountain King. Loses one rifle on the way out and keeping the rest of the Dryads alive. Foggy stabilizes and has the Expo up and rebuilt the Moonwell. He makes a lot of good points here now.
That was really close, man. That was really scary. But he stays alive. Gets map control and gets shop control. So crucial. Again, gets the Scroll of Healing.
But there should be a Storm Bolt. But no slow. Not in time with the Mountain King. Little misposition for the first hero. Is TH going to tier 3? No. No frag shards. No inner fire. No third hero if he wants to. This is not the ideal human army against this.
And the upgrades are starting to kick in. Second armor upgrade already on these MGs. It's so hard to defeat them. What you want ideally against this is tier 3 inner fire mass upgrades. Maybe even knights. But TH wants to go for such an early push. He's got no attack upgrades at all. 0-0 on these rifles.
Yeah. Foggy is going for an engine of wind. Is this fairies then? I haven't seen this on this patch. It's very rare.
Could be pretty good against the priests, maybe, but of course also dies fairly quickly to the rifles. We're gonna have to see.
Invo Potion and Heal Scroll now on the Archmage's side. Mana Potion on the Mountain King, of course. If he hits level 6, then it's time for Kazmodan and the big Avatar. Foggy a little greedy with this creep here and the big turtle. A new attack from TH is coming in. Pendant of Energy, so the creep was worth it. But can he hold on against the massive shots of the mortar teams? Mass Repair is here now. No frag shot as we said, but boom! What a clap! That was a sick pentakill or something. Expo stays up. Very wise of Foggy to uproot this. So the damage is a little weaker against heavy armor than it is against fortified armor, but he has to uproot again. He's losing a lot of money. He has to repair. He has to replenish 6 or 7 wisps, and TH is just pushing again. He's sealing up. He's level 6. He's at 66 supply. I love this play by TH. Coming in waves, and very soon I think Foggy will crumble to these waves.
That sentry ward, by the way, that's what gave him the info. He knew that Foggy was away at the creep camp. As you said, a little bit greedy there. That was a big economic blow. But can he finish the job? It's still not a good army against Mountain Giants, honestly. It's good against buildings, but not so good against MGs.
But what do these Mountain Giants do if they're cramped up here in this choke? And this Archmage is super happy finding the Tome of Experience that Foggy left. That chat will go crazy right now. And now, this is the perfect human position. He doesn't have many blockers. The backline of Foggy won't really reach because the mortar teams have a way bigger range and these Dryads will just explode against them. Clap in the front line, taunt being used. Acid Bomb is nice, but also the Blizzard. Damage is pretty good. And here we have the ultimate of the Mountain King. Clap again. This damage is surreal now.
He's such a crazy tank, dude. More than 10 armor on him. But once he's out of mana, suddenly these MGs become really dangerous again. The claps are really effective for now. This is going to be the second last one. He's going to have one more, but that's going to be it.
Oh, Mountain Giants are breaking through, grabbing a stick, attacking the mortar teams now. That's the most important thing. Also, big focus on this MK. I don't know if that's the right call by Foggy, because he is so tanky. But this Mountain Giant, 4 Mountain Giants here, super low. Clap again, but they stay alive, and they are able to reach the casters now.
Will they all survive? They will, ever so barely. Foggy has to race to the shop to get the heal scrolls again.
Absolutely. He has a anti-magic, that's nice, close to level 5 only. But how much damage was done to these MGs? The heal spray heals all of them. That's a good one. But he has to do this over and over again. No way! TH was too fast. The anti-magic prevents him, but it's been dispelled. And say hello to the Stormbolt and to your grave.
Is that the mistake that loses him the game? TH very wisely once again racing to that shop as quickly as he could and finally gets that big kill, and now without the keeper. How is he supposed to do this? MGs, are they really so good? Can they do it all by themselves?
It's pretty crazy. He takes out the Wisp as well, so Foggy can't revive the keeper at the tavern. One engine of war, super hurt, in for the defense, but without a keeper, what can he do? No pressure on the heroes without Entangle. Only
But
the
Avatar's on
Alchemist
cooldown,
Free.
right?
Yeah, but I mean, he has dual heroes.
So are you gonna give this
Mighty
up?
Clap.
He's moving away from this position. No, he's coming in again. And the Mortar teams really can't be attacked right here. Once again, Clap Blizzard coming in for so much damage.
Love this play. TH is just so good. These Clapsmen, level 4 on the Archmages. The Mountain Giants are about for the backline. It's completely wiped out. And the front line is starting to crumble as well. Here comes the Fury Dragons. Okay, but that won't help here at all. Clap Blizzard combo. Alchemist is in the backline now to at least get some of these Mortar teams out of the game. Acid Bomb as well, but Stormbolt, he will share the fate of the Keeper and go 6 feet under.
Almost level 7 now on the MK. He seems to be doing it. Don't think these MGs have it in them anymore as another combo comes in of Clap and Blizzard. This is how you defeat the Mountain Giants.
Unbelievable. This level 3 Clap and the racing to level 5 Mountain King. TH played this phenomenally well. Always the right decisions. Always keeping his expo up. And yeah, now killing it. After, what is this? The 7th attempt or so? He's finally breaking through. Goldmine shut down. And Castle Tech is finished, by the way. So, Paladin 3rd, Fragmentation Shards, Inner Fire, even Breakers coming.
Wow. Incredible play here by TH. Knowing exactly what to do. These high-level heroes, it is really the MK and the Archmage, the Clap and the Blizzard. That's how you take them out, those MGs. Yes, they have tons and tons of armor and the damage block, but that of course doesn't work against spells. And he finds a perfect answer here. Such amazing play.
Yeah. 1 heal scroll still remaining on the Keeper, but that's about it. Foggy is supply stuck at 48. 75 for TH, who is the one mining from 2 gold mines. Not for too much longer though, because the mains will expire soon. Is there a chance for Foggy to let the main expire? And maybe the Expo as well, because he has more gold in the Expo, and then run down with the Tree of Eternity. I doubt it. Knights are coming in as well. Even better counter against the Mountain Giants. And still no level 5 Keeper.
Yeah, whereas the AM is gonna hit level 5 here from this camp. There's no way that TH will let him retake that gold mine. He may just expand down there himself. Yeah. He's close to 80 supply. He's gonna be at 80 supply. He's fairly rich.
The difference in experience, man, 1 hero of TH is what Foggy has combined. And he backs it up with a level 5 Archmage. This is like, how much more experience is this? Let's check this Archmage. 1,400 that he's ahead. Even more.
This MK play, man, working so beautifully. Finally level 4 on the Alchemist, and I have to agree with you. It seems like the Alchemist really has to be that carry, that super high level hero in the late game to support the MGs and everything else, but Foggy now, in multiple of his games, he's really neglecting creeping, and in the late game it seems to bite him in the ass somewhat.
Yeah. Imagine those fights with Tranquility. Of course there's Stormbolt, but only for so long because you want the mana for Clap, and there's no other disable.
Yeah, especially I feel like we've seen previous Night Elf games where the tier 2 timing of the 2 heroes and a couple of archers, perhaps a few dryads, does such amazing damage, slowing the opponent down, but also racing him up in experience at the same time. But Foggy never finds these critical attacks, and that's of course thanks to TH playing this so well. He's got Inner Fire now as well. He's got kind of like the perfect human late game army now.
He has everything. He's towering up in the back. Illusions by Foggy, that's a nice touch. But these knights have 12 armor. The Mortar teams have +6 damage now. Okay, and the ultimate is up again. Plus a mana potion. This is just way too much.
This is so much spell damage. He's kiting back. Don't even know that he needs to, but this is so much DPS coming towards them. Once this Alchemist doesn't have heal spray anymore, this is when this is really gonna start turning around. But this is, yeah, one hell of a scary human army. TH here on his way forward to win this game, it seems like.
Or can the Mountain Giants do it? Oh, not against these Claps. It's seemingly impossible. There's one more heal scroll, okay, and a little bit of heal spray, okay. but they're all crumbling already, and it's a 20 food advantage. AoE spells to rule them all.
Oh my god, so many claps. It's unbelievable. And yeah, the front line is utterly disappearing, not even really doing damage to these high armor, super high armor units, which are just getting healed up by the priests. And this is such a joy now to play for TH. He knows he has his game won. There's nothing that can happen anymore.
TH didn't lose a single unit in the final fight. Not a single one. This is so impressive. What TH brings to the battlefield today. This guy is just a genius.
Yeah, he wrote that momentum of that game so well. It's really, I think, volatile in this matchup. At the very beginning, I guess it's...
I'm just checking the experience. It's a 2,400 experience advantage for TH.
Yeah, he ran away with that game. But yeah, what I wanted to say, when you go into the mid game, into the Dryad, suddenly the Night Elf is so super powerful, then the rifles come out, then the human is so powerful, then the MGs come out, and we thought, well, that's the end of it, there's no counter to it. But that clap plus Blizzard, man, that's the way to beat it. But it's not that easy, obviously. You have to get the levels, you have to not take too much damage before. Infi wasn't able to, but TH was.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so impressive. Match points for TH. She could go into the grand final with one more map. And then it would be a battle either against Moon or a rematch from Super WGL against Infi. Whatever it is, it's gonna be a dream finale. But Foggy, he was able to strike back once, excuse me.
Yeah.
Will he do
One
it
thing
again?
that seemed to be missing there was the Wisp detonates. But guess what? There's a clap in the game. You can't really do that. As we saw against the expansion, one clap killed 6 Wisps.
Yeah, once the clap is on level 3, there's no chance. Maybe with Zeppelins or something, but then you have rifles against them and casters.
No, that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work as well. What I saw at the end, throughout the entire game, there was not a single upgrade on the rifleman, and that is extremely unusual.
Yeah, but he decided to not go for the upgrades in favor of more momentum and more pressure. You can't afford to be down 2 units, otherwise you're not going to have the backbone to stay in there for so long. I remember when he was creeping down there, I was a little bit greedy. Imagine if he doesn't lose that expansion. How different is that game going to look? I think TH could have still rode it out.
Also, he lost the Alchemist twice. That was like at least one time unnecessarily.
Yeah.
It was a little greedy because on Echo Isles, shop control is so important, as we all know, for so many years.
And when the Keeper was at the shop where he died,
he
could have dodged that Stormbolt with the anti-magic, but didn't do it. Few little errors here and there.
Okay, these games are living up to the hype. Will this be the conclusion of the first semifinal? Will TH make it into the grand final? And will he defeat Foggy, getting the revenge from WGL? Lot of stuff on the line here now for the Ukrainian, who stayed in China to be able to play this tournament with a better ping. Foggy needs to win or he's out. He starts in the bottom right of Terenas stand, and again TH in the upper left. And once again, we have to answer we have to raise the question: Mountain King or not?
Definitely playable here. Much like on Echo Isles, creep camps are easy, level 3 is easy. That's what's required, and that can be done here. Yesterday, though, Infi played the AM first with a very unusual opening creep route, going for the militia creep of the gold mine right away, not expanding, then going over to the Merc camp, then getting level 3 easily with the help of a lightning shield, and only then expanding. It seemed like a late expo, but he had so many units so quickly with the backup of mercenaries that he was able to delay Lolite for such a long time. That was really a masterclass game by Infi, and I wonder if TH was inspired by that. Apparently not, as he's going for the MK again.
Oh yeah, baby. Clap hype! This creeping here on TS with Clap is so easily doable and like fast. And that's exactly what you need. On the other hand, Keeper, but Engine of War at the Expo.
Yeah. Doesn't want to be delayed the same way Law Lion was yesterday when he couldn't get up his Tree of Life there forever. He's going to be creeping up this immediately. This can be a little bit dangerous if the human decides to be aggressive on level 1, but we haven't seen that in so long. It is extremely rare. Against Undead, oftentimes, the Undead player, he will be aggressive and decide to delay the Keeper as much as possible, because of course with a creep camp like this, the Keeper has to go for Treants first. But humans certainly don't do that anymore, especially when they play a Mountain King.
Okay, so creeping starts. A dream would of course be once again the pendant, the mana stone, mana potion. Sorry, Foggy can't detonate here, so this creep should be easily doable even without lightning shield. Mantle of Intelligence, that's a nice start.
Yeah, anything mana, great for both these heroes actually.
Wand of Mana
so
Stealing.
Wand of Mana
Also
Stealing.
not too bad.
Exactly. It's not as much mana as a greater mana, but it's still mana, so
And it's a
I'm not
mana
gonna be complaining.
swing as you get rid of mana of the Keeper or Alchemist. More likely the Alchemist, I guess.
Yeah, but of course Nigel has a much easier time replenishing the mana,
Yes.
so you would probably prefer... Did the footy get it? I don't believe he got the last hit. It was really close though. Anyways, it's not gonna remain level 1 here for the Keeper, and he gets the pendant, which is unbelievably strong with Moonwells. The way you can abuse Pendant of Energy or any mana-giving item, you drop the pendant on the ground and then use any way of regenerating mana. Could be Moonwells, could be mana potions, but especially with Moonwells, so effective, as of course you get those for free, unlike mana potions.
Indeed, and then you pick up the pendant again and boom! Full mana, great value. Talisman of Evasion, nah. Would have loved for something else here. But yeah, that is at least 2 additional entangles. And usually an entangle results in a kill and the greater mana as well. Lady Luck wants to see a game 5 as it seems.
MK is gonna go for the Telly Staff. He wants to cancel this expansion. And here we go, onto the footy. We are 400 HP right now on this tree. He obviously doesn't have water elementals. It's much harder to take this out. If the Keeper is here with the entangle, this is not gonna work. But the Keeper decides to be aggressive instead.
Down to 200. And he cancels it. Easily. Foggy kind of has to go for the counter kill now.
And the MK is of course stuck here now. He can't... Well, he can TP, but only to the main. Excellent scouting by these footies. They saw the Keeper coming in. He's aware of this, but he's not TPing. Is this perhaps a little too greedy?
And it's not level 2 Treants here. Ah, he used the big mana potion already. Wow, that's a big commitment, but so much mana now to work with. This is exactly what we were talking about before. Pendant drop, potion used, full mana. Here we go.
And this is gonna be so many Treants. What's the level 2 skill? It is Treants. And he's taking out the one Shadow Priest. That's gonna be a big deal for later on. So many peasants here are dying, but the Expo still seems to be coming through.
Oh, the spell against this Treant as well. 100. Oh, is he? Needs... He gets the kill. This Expo is not finishing here yet.
Oh man.
But the
last
Mercs
peasant
hold it.
dying, a big deal. That's gonna be a big delay.
He has to, like... He sends them over right away, so it's not that big. The Mercs holding this, in the absence of a Mountain King, is pretty impressive, actually.
Tree of Life again coming up in the south. Can the Mountain King cancel this now? He's full mana. He's really strong. But again, he is leaving his expansion to the wills of the Keeper.
The piercing
He's gonna lose
damage.
the Berserker. He might even lose the Shadow Priest. This is starting to get really expensive for the human.
Oh, and he saves the Huntress. Well done by Foggy. No tower up, of course. And yeah, Foggy is trading this expansion most likely, but the staff is up, so he can portal. But against 6 Treants, how many peasants will survive?
Has to get back here ASAP. The clap is going to be very helpful. He canceled the expansion. Okay, staff time now. Where are we going? Towards the town hall immediately. But all peasants, almost, have fallen. But he canceled the tree, so I guess it was worth it.
Yeah, his expo's still up. Clap number 2 being used as well. So he deals with the Treants now. Foggy focusing on the Mountain King instead of the peasants, which is again a little mistake. Trying to go for the expansion for the 3rd time, but once more TH scouting this immediately.
Yeah,
Tier 2 is on the way though for Foggy. It's not for TH. It goes for a for a shop now early-ish. Uh-oh,
MK can
keeper.
reach with the Stormbolt. This might be a kill. Or a TP at least, I should say.
Yeah.
And one secured. He doesn't need more than just the one Stormbolt.
Perfect surround as well. Like, of course, easy as it was against the rails of the bridge, but still, that was smooth as silk, man.
And now he's finding more kills with that level 2 Stormbolt. This Berserker is definitely dead as well. But Foggy's gonna trade like this if it means his Expo will finally come up. It is at 600 HP now. The MK, no boots for him. Staff, not ready. This expansion should finally be coming up.
I guess so. And Foggy with the staff now as well. But, oh, he's close to level 4. So level-wise, they're head-to-head now for, I guess, the first time, really. Tech is at 60%. Huntress is, of course, ready, as we saw the Huntress. But Foggy used the big consumable already for this push. And it didn't do too much.
Well, it killed a lot of peasants.
It killed
again.
a lot of peasants, yeah, but it didn't kill the Expo.
He got like from level 2.9 to 3.9 only with kills. So he found a lot of kills. Yes, but Expo did come up. You're right. Keeper, once again, flirting with the bolts around. But yeah, the staff is ready now. Tier 2 for Foggy, almost done. And then the Alchemist, once again, will be pretty strong. But this is a really fierce Tier 1 standing army that TH has at the moment.
Again, a lot of footmen. There's nothing at the tavern, or was nothing at the tavern. Now there is. And the Alchemist must be the hero of choice, and it is.
Yeah, no surprise. I would really like to see heavier creeping from the Alchemist this time around. I don't think you can pressure too much out of your opponent here. But then again, you may want to use these Huntresses for as long as they are useful, because they're gonna start falling off really heavily as we move further towards the later stages.
Oh, Mountain King coming in. Blocks the way. Nicely done by TH. Will force the staff most likely, but that's level 4 here. Stormbolt not off cooldown. No bash, of course, as it is Clap and Bolt. So he forces the Mountain King away, buying more time for this Expo. It is double Engine of War, by the way. No lores.
We also just perfectly saw the timing of the human. And there's no way that the human will be pushing before tier 2 or before second hero. So Foggy could be a little bit greedy and rush tier 3 right now, possibly. But now first he's finding the Huntresses in the middle of the map. The MK, so much mana to use. This will be an easy Alchemist kill. The level 2 hero will not be making it out of this unless there's a staff perhaps.
Nope.
But no, he did not go for the Staff of Preservation.
Heal Spray saves him a little longer. Entangle, but Stormbolt is just too mighty. Or can he walk out of there? He has the ring, but no. Hammer to the head. He got 2 kills for this, though. But
Staff's on cooldown.
Oh no, Foggy! No TP, no potion! The Treants are blocking the way, but he takes heavy hits! And no mana on the Mountain King anymore. That was almost the game-winning move for TH.
Yep, that was only a pixel away from the Keeper falling, dude. That was super, super scary.
These Night Elves, man, too greedy for the staffs, even against the Mountain King with the stun.
Yeah, that's really a questionable choice, you're right.
Foggy, by the way, for getting a Berserker in his main.
Buyback on the Alchemist, that's also very expensive. The tier 3 tech just started, but he was floating 800 gold. That could have been way earlier.
Yeah.
I think he really could have been greedy with that tier 3.
And now going into lores, like double Engine of War into double Engine of Lore.
I think he has to skip the Dryads here. You can't go Hunts and Dryads.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way too much of a liability in the late game.
Boots of Coil Falas, not the greatest thing. Is he moving? Well, where is he staffing? Oh, just home? Yeah. And now we saw the Berserker. Welcome back, buddy. Mountain King is close to 5, though. And that's where he's starting to get really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Those level 3 claps, they won the game. Along with the Archmage. And a lot of brilliant moves from TH earlier. So tier 2 is almost done. That's gonna mean AM right away. How quick is this push gonna be? Last game, it was pretty fast. Remember, he was knocking on the front door before the upgrades were ready for the Mountain Giant. It was only 2 MGs without upgrades. Foggy still was able to hold. but it was expensive. Once again, the Knight of Army here is being found, and the MK is looking for more kills on this Alchemist.
He has a TP now. Has to use it soon, I guess, but gets level 3, and that's the biggest upgrade you can get. The Huntress, one is falling, but... Oh, the Berserker as well. Nice pickups for TH, and that's his level 5.
Alright, boys, level 3 clap time once again.
Oh, hell yeah. Archmage second, Sanctum coming, tier 2 done. And improved lumber harvesting. Oh, Vorpal Blades. It's Mountain Giant's Glaives.
Okay. Better than Mountain Giant's Dryads, probably.
But expensive. TH, by the way, 1,000 gold.
Foggy is mass creeping here as much as he can, but TH is just not giving him the freedom. Once again, he finds him. Foggy again brought a safety TP. Good for him, has to pop it early. He got the item, which was the Hellstone, which is certainly not too bad. But very little experience gathered, and another TP gone.
No level 5, and TH is pushing forward. This is not a death ball push, but... it can get rid of one of the Engines of War, and then not too many glaives coming out. He's just ignoring them, interestingly.
Yeah, this is a very small human army, and a level 1 AM. This really isn't gonna do too much,
I think he just wants to prevent him from creeping to 5.
Yeah, and also, if he can trade some experience here, he's gonna take that, getting the MK closer to level 6.
Yeah, he saw also the Huntress solo, getting 2 of them basically immediately. Last bit of Moon Juice is helping. Constantly getting rid of those treants, like, super fast. That's experience that, yeah, you cannot neglect at the end.
Finally has a staff here on the Keeper. He's gonna be able to save those important units. But yeah, he's just gathering experience, man. He's farming these treants. One by one, gets another Huntress as well. And the MK suddenly almost level 5.5.
Indeed. Avatar is coming in a bit. He has to retreat now, as there is no mana anymore. Running away from a Keeper is always hard, but he has the Dispel, and so even this Rifleman remains alive. And TH this time rushing tier 3. Once more, Dispel upgrade workshop for more teams with fragmentation shards. Double Chimera Roost for Foggy. And that's the hard counter. Right there.
Moon. A la Moon, yes.
Well, Moon played it a little differently with only archers into chimeras.
Yeah. But chims are really... usually don't survive long against mass rifles. We have 3 rifles only now, but it should be more coming in soon. Yes, they're great against the mortar teams, but against everything else, they're not that great.
Well, they have a little bit of splash damage, so it doesn't really matter what they attack. They do great damage.
That's not true.
What is not true?
Against medium armor, it really isn't all that much.
Yeah, but, you know, you can take out the casters, and you can take out the mercs. At least the Shadow Priest. And I think the most important thing is to take out the mortars. And they're not affected by clap, which is also a nice thing, I guess.
Mortars will be standing way in the back, though. So unless he finds a good position from above the trees, they have to kind of fly over the army. And during that time, rifles will be getting their shots off. And piercing against light armor is a lot of damage, especially once upgrades are coming in. But once again, he's not going for the range upgrades. Instead, he's going for the melee upgrades again here on TH's side.
Okay. Frag shots are coming though, so is the Paladin. Early Knights as well, and Chimeras are pretty damn great against Knights. I think we can agree on that. Tome of Experience, by the way, for the Archmage, that helped them a little. Scroll of the Beast, also not too bad. There's no Dispel except Wisps. Engine of Wind. Like, Foggy is building double everything.
Forces are under attack.
That one flying machine, by the way, got a really, really good scout off, flew over the entire main base, is still down here and knows exactly what is coming. So he can adjust accordingly. So, MGs and Chimeras. This is the way I played back in 2003 when I was playing bot games offline because I didn't have internet yet. I don't think I've ever seen it really in a pro game.
Not really, no.
A player's forces are
I
under
wonder.
attack.
70 supply for Foggy. Of course, Chimeras can also be used to try to take down this Town Hall with Corrosive Breath, but I don't think he's going for it yet. No, he's not. More Mountain Giants as well.
This is going to be one interesting big fight later on, guys.
Oh my god. 1-1 upgrades.
So he's trying to counter these chims with with flying machines, excuse me, which is always a bit dangerous, it seems like to me, because if you lose the air battle to the hippos, suddenly you don't have anything left, whereas rifles could hold their ground possibly better. But yeah, he's going for a bit of a mix. Some rifles, some flying machines. Alchemist creeping up further, gonna be level 4 here for him. Keeper is already level 5, but far away from his level 6.
Foggy forgot a Moonwell. This could break his back. He's stuck at 70 for a long time. And he has no anti-air in this entire army except the Alchemist and the Keeper.
Can go into mass hippos though very quickly. Could make 10 like right away. Of course, once the hippos take out the flying machines, this is where they've had their value. Suddenly they don't do anything anymore.
Here we go. Immediately at 80 supply with the next Chimera and only 2 hippos. Upgrades as well for the 2-2.
And high upkeep for TH.
Whoa.
85 supply. It's gonna be going up to 90 and even higher possibly. Very soon here.
Inner fire coming. More gyros. It's, oh my god, it's 8 Treants. Also not too bad. But it's Master Priest. Or we have Scroll of Protection, Scroll of Healing, Big Mana Potion, and an Invo Potion. He should be safe with his heroes. But
his
no
hippos,
TP.
Yeah, and his hippo's not with the army yet, by the way. Okay, here are 2. But 2 are not going to win the air battle
There's
here. No way.
Oh, not against them. There's flak cannons as well. So he does area of effect to them. Foggy can only run. This army is not designed to kill these flying machines.
Yeah. Needs more of his
Oh
hippos.
my
But
God.
now they're just running down the chims.
Oh my god. Heavy losses. Foggy getting hard countered here. Distracting a little with his hippo, but 1 Chimera down, 2 at 50%. He did not expect this mass of flying machines one bit.
Yeah, he totally misjudged the situation there. He thought it was a strong time for him to attack, but it really, really wasn't. And now he's losing so much to these flyings. 96 supply for TH. He's almost got the perfect army.
But Foggy is producing more and more hippos, and they are superior in the fight, especially if they are low numbers. The AoE is not paying off too well, and the Mountain Giants, maybe they can stall the time. But the Chimeras, they're all falling. Oh, a little bit of healing. Once again, distracting with the hippos. All the moon juice gone already, and more Chimeras. He's sandwiching them so nice. The hippo has no idea where to look first. It's damage in the air everywhere. But the heal spray saves him for now. But the mortars will tear everything down in the meantime.
Yeah, this is looking desperate here. We were expecting a big, epic fight, but it's really a stomp so far as all chims have died. As level 4 for the AM, it is only Mountain Giants left. Yes, they're tanky, but they cannot overcome 90 supply, which TH still has.
Yeah. It's too much damage everywhere. There's no solution. 70 supply only. No ultimate nearby. A lot of the consumables already gone, and guess what? For Cosmodan is ready as well. Clap again, the Mountain Giants are falling. It's still a super oppressive force that TH is throwing at the Ukrainian. Paladin is about to fall, but that doesn't matter one bit.
No, absolutely. These flying machines just totally catching Foggy off guard. He needed way more hippos. And he could have won that air battle, possibly. He had 2-2 upgrades. Did he throw that game away, maybe? Hard to say. But yeah, he has absolutely no chance anymore here, I mean.
Mass repair. Blizzard is raining on top of the Wisps, and that's gonna be a pentakill as well as the expansion falls. Mountain Giants losing their lives as well. The ultimate for the Avatar again. More damage, more armor, magic resistance, everything. Desperately trying to go into more Chimeras, but they will be taken out by these flying machines. Once more, heal spray is providing a lot of value, but immediately countered by the Stormbolt. Well done by TH. Better control, better macro, better scouting, better brain. It's just working flawlessly for the 3X.
Yeah, Foggy here doesn't want to accept it yet, but it's looking very, very grim indeed. Still high upkeep here for TH. He just slaughtered this engagement.
And he's taking out all the production buildings with these mortars. It's so fast. Foggy is supply stuck. These are the last tiny bits of reinforcements. The main gold mine is empty. Not mining anymore. It's the Ukrainian. So the 460 gold he has is the last one. clap again. He's taking out a bunch of these flying machines and 2 new chimeras are coming in. But the rifles sent their hurrah, their greetings.
MK's out of mana here. Is that perhaps an opening? MGs though at the same time dropping lower and lower, and there's barely any healing for them left. Can you opt for a hero kill perhaps? The AM, that would be a big one. The Hail Mary play coming in right now. Another Holy Light keeps him safe for the time being, and the AM will make it towards the back line as all the MGs are dropping really, really low. The red is starting to get crimson. Chims, can they hold? Can they do something?
They have to, but the Alchemist falls the hero kill. That should be it here. These mountain giants have like a combined 1000 HP or something. The Paladin just resisting to fall, even though he was quite low for a bunch of times. True of Eternity. Foggy throws everything at TH now. But
another
that guy is expanding.
Only the single one is left, and that one once again getting focused here. The piercing damage again against light armor. So effective. The MK, the raid boss, still tanking in the front line. What a baller. Once more making it to the ultimate. The Shredder didn't do much in this. Level 5 AM now.
TH has a second expansion in the upper right, so he's safe for the long run. The Chimera falls. The Keeper is close to level 6, but what can Tranquility do? Nothing! TH gets the revenge from WGL, eliminates Foggy with 3-1. Yes, he lost the first map of the tournament, but man, is this guy a genius? Is this guy a phenomenon? Is this guy a master of Warcraft 3? I said this so many times since this patch. Scouting for attack switch is as important as it never was, and TH just showed why.
Yeah. Those Chims, man. Those were the most ineffective 25 supply I've seen in a long time. Completely useless. All the credit here to TH. That was an amazing series by him. But this was not Foggy's best day. Unfortunately. A few mistakes in here. But still makes it to top 4 at least. And it's going to have another chance tomorrow to play for 3rd.
Indeed. Will his opponent be Infi, as it was in the WGL semifinals, or will it be his big icon Moon that he faced in the WGL Grand Final? That's the question here. TH, oh man, can't wait for tomorrow already, man. TH versus Infi is always a blast in the human mirror, and TH versus Moon is like a dream coming true.
TH versus Moon, that could be like the Masters colliding. That would be pretty epic.
That's like a 600 IQ battle.
Exactly.
All right, that was an exhausting best of 5, but we got one more for you. Second semifinal coming up. It's already a battle of 2 geniuses as Moon is facing Infi. Infi was strong against Lawlight yesterday. Moon is still undefeated since October. Will Infi break that streak and make his way into the final with his human buddy TH? Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.